Do you have the wisdom to prosper, to get rich, to find fulfillment, to find joy in life? Do you have the wisdom that it takes? First of all, I want to give kudos to my pastor, my bishop, Jonathan Alvarado, here in Atlanta, Georgia. He preached this sermon this past Sunday on wisdom to prosper. And I thought the information was so good that I felt that it was necessary for me to share this with you today. And it doesn't matter whether you are spiritual in any sense, but the principles are going to be the same, whether you believe in God or whatever the case may be. The principles are all the same. It's about having wisdom to get rich. You know, he said something that I thought was amazing. He said that everyone, it seems simple, but everyone does not have the wisdom to prosper. Some people don't even think about prospering. Some people don't even give thought to thinking about growing their wealth, becoming greater, becoming more. Some people don't even think about doing that. So that's what we're talking about today, the wisdom to become prosperous. All right, so the subject was about Solomon. Solomon was the son of David, and David was the richest king. He was the richest person in the world in those days. And some believe that his wealth exceeded even the Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. His wealth exceeded what they have now. So the guy was super rich. And David left that wealth and that kingdom to his son Solomon. Well, Solomon knew that, he was about to approach God and he was going to talk to God. And one of the things that he did, he gathered what the Bible calls his assembly together, and he had a conversation. Today, we might call that our circle of friends or our circle of advisors. But he gathered them and he talked about, what might I talk to God about? Well, when he got to God, you'll be amazed at what he decided to say to God. Well, God asked him, God said, hey, you've been faithful and you've been a good servant. So I'm going to give you whatever it is that you pray for, whatever you're asking me for, I'm going to give it to you. Well, Solomon could have asked for more wealth. He could have asked for more wives. He could have asked for chariots and horses, but he did not. Solomon asked God for knowledge to serve the people. He asked for knowledge so that he would know how to meet the needs of the people. I thought that was amazing. He could have asked for anything. He had it all, yet he asked for wisdom and knowledge. That's amazing. Well, these are biblical principles. And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter whether you're a person of faith or not. I want to share these biblical principles, and it's going to help you either way. All right. So number one, the first thing that he did, the first thing that I pulled out of that was he recognized that his knowledge and where he was in life, he was not the source. His source was God. His source was his faith. His source was what he had seen his father go through, what he had seen David go through. He recognized that it wasn't about him. Everything that he had accomplished or everything that he had, it was not about him. And which reminds me of a little story or a little tale. It said, if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, you know that he didn't get there on his own. Well, you didn't get wherever you are in life on your own. Whether you're in a good spot or a bad spot, you didn't get there on your own. So Solomon acknowledged that he didn't get where he was on his own. There was a higher being, a higher calling. Other people had been involved in him getting there. Who helped you to get where you are? Did your mother, your father, did you have advisors, counselors? Did people help you along the way? Did people give you insight on whatever it is, whether it was a professor at school that went above and beyond to help you, to give you insight? For me, I've owned and managed several different businesses, and I've been blessed with people that have wanted to help, people that have helped, that have gone the path that I wanted to go, and they shared their insight on things like how to manage money, how to manage people, just being in business principles. People have shared those thoughts with me. I didn't get where I am today all by myself. So that was the first thing that Solomon acknowledged. The second thing that Solomon looked at or acknowledged was the fact that it was necessary to gain knowledge. In fact, that was what he asked for. Wisdom, knowledge. He asked for that because, in order to help the people, which he did, he needed that knowledge. And number one, it was a noble request to ask for knowledge. If you had a request, if God would answer just one prayer and it wasn't restricted, what would you ask for? Most of us would ask for wealth, or we would ask for the right wife or the right husband or a business. But this guy asked for wisdom and knowledge, because you realize that if you have wisdom and knowledge, everything else can come. If you get the wisdom, you can then know how to make the money, or how to manage the money, how to manage the people, how to love your spouse, how to love your girlfriend, boyfriend. Wisdom. So praying for, asking, or getting wisdom. And you can get wisdom and knowledge. I believe that you can get it through our Creator. And I also believe that you can get it through reading and going to seminars and getting the training that you need to become better. So do what it takes to get the wisdom, to get the knowledge. I encourage you to have a circle of friends, people that are doing even better than you are, people that can, add to your intellect. One of the things that I'm involving myself in or promoting, I'm even putting together some masterminds where people can get together, share their knowledge, help each other out. That's one of the things that I'm hoping to do, and I will share that with you guys as I come. Hopefully, you guys will want to get involved in that, and you can grow me and I can grow you. All right, and the third and final thing is that you have to be genuine. You must be genuinely appreciative of where you come from, and you must genuinely care about people, the people that you're dealing with. Again, Solomon asked for wisdom so that he could better manage and help the people. He was genuine about his love for people. So I hope that you're going to be genuine about anything that you're doing in life. I promise you, it will benefit you if you are genuine. One of the principles that I live by is a Bible principle, and that is the more you give, the more you receive. I believe in giving. I believe in planting into people. Not always about money. Sometimes it's about knowledge. Sometimes it's just about a pat on the back or a hug or a show of concern. But giving, the more you give, the more you will receive. There are people out there now, and I don't mean to get political, but people that are planting hatred and planting negative things in the political arena, and that's what they get back. They get the negative things back. Our society is, it can be going downhill, and I don't want to get too deep into that, but you get what you give. All right, I hope this information helped you. I hope it adds to your life. Please like, subscribe, and be blessed.